Lily, can I get you a drink first? It'd be quite rude if I was.
Oh my god, I would love a Diet Coke.
A Diet Coke?
Yeah, or like a Coke Zero.
A Coke Zero, okay.
What are you getting? Are you thinking more of like a pint or a glass of wine?
I was going to go for a Pinot.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're getting drunk on this day.
Are you a drinker or not? Are you a sober
You know
girl?
what? A glass of rosé at night, yes. But I'm not a go out every weekend, party hard. What about you?
I feel like them days are gone for me, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah. Me at 24, like tucked up in bed, them days are gone.
Yeah.
Totally.
But there is like, you know, if there's like a special occasion, maybe Halloween, then
I'm
maybe
saying, you know what, all the time I think like, oh god, I should go out more, like I need to socialise more, I need to go out, drink more, like I'm 24. Then as soon as I go out, every time, the morning after I'm like, why the fuck do I go out? Like, I feel awful. Yeah. I've got the worst anxiety. I hate myself. I think I've embarrassed myself. It's the worst.
Do you find going out difficult now that you have become this, I guess, overnight celebrity? Is it hard?
I always get scared of getting too drunk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't want to be paralytic and people be like, well, that's that girl. You know what I mean? Yeah, and embarrass myself. Yeah. But not harder.
So Wetherspoons, do you frequent Wetherspoons at all?
I don't think I've been here in years.
Really?
Yeah. Why? Is this your local?
It's not my local, but I love a spoons. I think it's probably like the best British night out. I know you're not a big like party gal, but I mean a cheeky Bev and Spoons, I think.
For the prices, the food and drink, they're amazing. Mm-hmm. Brilliant. Truly like British, I love it.
So this is like kind of like essentially like popping your Wetherspoons cherry.
Yeah. I don't think I've been here since I was like 18, 19.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow. Fair enough. Well, I'm happy to introduce you to Wetherspoons.
Thanks for having me.
So, how are you? I think that's the biggest question. How are you
really
doing?
well. I'm really well. Just did a podcast this morning, so got nice and warmed up doing that. That was super fun.
Booked and busy.
Yeah, definitely.
And like obviously, you know, you've been kind of booked and busy, I guess, for the last year because it's been, is it a year since you did the 101 Men? Is that right?
Yeah, kind of exactly a year. Yeah.
How are you feeling from that? Because obviously, you know, you've had lots of, I guess, different emotions. I mean, when you first did that documentary, you were in tears, edge of tears, and then you know, we've spoke before as well, and you've spoke to press multiple times about different feelings towards it. How are you feeling now a year after it? Do you have any regrets?
Not one bit.
No.
I feel like I've gone through like waves of emotion about it, but honestly, like I'm super happy that it like really put me on the map, and I did something that I enjoyed and it was fun, and I don't regret it at all.
Do you have any kind of thoughts regarding kind of your position in kind of like pioneering that type of kind of video content? Because OnlyFans kind of, I guess, you know, protected a lot of women from going like, you know, actually meeting these men and paying for their services online so they could keep it at home, but you kind of blurred that line. What's your kind of thoughts on one, pioneering that kind of type of content, and also do you feel kind of any responsibility it's kind of perhaps become more difficult for other women to kind of reach the kind of bar you set?
Yeah, I feel like it's quite funny because when I did it I didn't realise how much responsibility it came with in like feeling like I might push women to maybe do more or something they're not comfortable with, and also I just didn't realise at the time how kind of big it would be, but I think now looking back it's such a hard one because you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Of course I would never ever like expect any women to, you know, live up to whatever I do. I've always said like I do this because I enjoy it and that's my thing, but like I would never push anyone or you know think that, you know, if they go into OnlyFans this is what they need to be doing. But I understand that there's kind of a expectation to do that, but yeah, I just think I always say to women, you know, do whatever you feel comfortable with.
And I guess that's the thing with content, not just within like the sex genre, is that if you work in content in any capacity, you have to keep kind of pushing that bar. Where does that bar stop for you? Where does that bar stop? How far will you go to continue raising that bar? Because I guess, you know, you've got competitors, I know like Bonnie Blue and Annie Knight, all these like kind of big names that have come out in the last year or two. Where is your bar? How far are you willing to go?
Yeah, I think of course like as a content creator I always am thinking about what there is to do next, and like I want to do something that people haven't seen before and that is just really exciting to me. Like I love doing stuff that's really creative, but I don't necessarily think that means like pushing my body to the max and doing 2,000 people or anything like that. I think it just means doing stuff a bit more creative. Like I want to maybe even like do a game show where like it's like, you know, sexual, or a skydive where it's sexual. I don't think it necessarily means like pushing your body to the limits and doing something that you don't feel comfortable with. I think it just means doing content that is fun, new and exciting.
So you said you enjoy what you do, and some people would say, how can you enjoy that? How can you enjoy giving your body to men like this? How can you enjoy being, some people say, degraded? Where does the enjoyment come for you?
Yeah, I think it's tricky because I feel like I could go blue in the face for saying like, I'm not being forced into this. I do enjoy it. I do it out of my own will. But I think you could only really understand it if you have the same kinks and love for sex like me. I do have a really high sex drive, and also alongside that, I love the job. I love the creativeness. I love like coming up with new ideas and fresh stuff. Like it's a mixture of everything. The sex, the the creative side. Like I really do think of myself as an artist.
Cheers. What are we cheersing to?
Cheers.
To sex? I don't know.
Sex positive.
To Wetherspoons.
Yeah,
Cheers.
to the first time in Wetherspoons in a couple of years.
So as we're on kind of a Wetherspoons date,
Yeah.
what's your like go-to flirting kind of technique?
Usually making fun of someone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it with you because you're too like beautiful and smart and pretty.
Stop.
But like usually, like digging into someone, that usually means I'm flirting. Is that a bad technique? I don't know. I think it's because I quite like people digging into me.
Yeah, kind of like pushing you, see how far.
Yeah.
Push the limits anyway, so I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's kind of like a school kind of thing. It's like, oh, is he?
Yeah,
like,
teasing
does he hate
someone.
me, or
Yeah.
is he just like trying to flirt with me?
Yeah. What about you?
I don't know. I just like kind of like asserting the dominance. Or like, hello, it's
Leading the
Layla.
conversation.
My name's Layla, and here I am.
Yeah, love it.
Take it or leave it. But yeah, do you kind of, so are you, apart from this, are you kind of like dating, and have you found kind of dating hard? Because how do you kind of navigate that when you've been like, Britain's #1
Sluzzer.
sex,
Yeah.
or whatever,
To be honest,
title slag, as Slater would say.
funnily enough, this is my first date in I think like 4 years.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
the privilege. Wow.
So I don't date, I just ignore that subject. Mm-hmm. It's just not something I'm particularly interested in at the minute. Mm-hmm. It doesn't, boys, girls, they don't really interest me. Mm-hmm. Dating, I'm a very independent girl. I like my own space, I like living with my dog, I really cohabit with her, so there's not room for another one in the bed.
What's your dog's name?
Her name's Maggie.
Oh, that's cute.
But she's like this big, but she takes up the whole of the bed, so there's no room for someone else.
Starfishing.
Yeah, 100%.
I think there's actually been a viral article by Vogue recently. I don't know if you've read it, but it's apparently having a boyfriend's embarrassing now.
Yeah, apparently that is like an L these days.
Yeah.
It's the year now where people are learning that we don't need a fella to do things and progress in life, and I think people are having kids a lot later as well.
They are. I know people probably ask you this all the time. It's probably a tired question, but now you just said it. Are you still kind of wanting kids? So for a lot of women, like you said, kids aren't really their main focus anymore. Is that something you still want in the future? Not
I
saying now.
think so. It's like really hard to answer that question when I'm 24, living my best life, single, no boyfriend in sight or anything like that. I think so. I don't know. I'm a bit of a cross that bridge when it comes to it. I'm not a huge planner. But yeah, maybe one day. Maybe when I have like a change of, I develop my frontal lobe a bit more, and I'm kind of like wanting to become that housewife kind of thing.
You're 24 right now.
Yeah.
Your frontal lobes develops at 25, so you've got a year.
I've got a
And
year.
then you'll think,
Yeah. You'll see me next year, like
Lily
husband and
Phillips,
babies.
I'm a trad wife.
Yeah, exactly.
And talking of this like kind of like trad wife thing, it's also become very popular. I think at the same time, like in society and on the internet, there's this one half that's like, very much you kind of like, you know, sexually free, as you say, or empowering, and there's this other half, it's like everyone wants to get back in the kitchen and make a cake. Like, what do you think of this whole trad wife thing? Is this something, how do you feel about that as a woman who's kind of like sexually liberated?
Yeah, I think what's really nice about being in 2025 is you can choose which path you want to take. A lot of women are happy to be, you know, stay-at-home mothers and cook and clean for and like have their partner provide for them, whereas, you know, it's great that we have the choice where, you know, if they want to be either or.
Fair enough. I think that's the difficult thing as a woman, especially, is like you kind of almost have to choose where you fit in. But why should you have to put yourself in a box? You know.
Yeah.
I guess it's a bit like you know, you are, you know, a porn star, a sex worker, whatever, however you want to kind of phrase it. But I guess that's not what you just want to do. You want to be seen.
Yeah, maybe 5 years I want to be a trad wife, and I can do that, and that's a great thing. It's all a choice. But yeah, I think that's really lovely.
And with this job, I think when it kind of OnlyFans exploded in 2020, I feel like that was, you saw it everywhere on the internet, but I think now kind of with different kind of like censorship kind of things that different social media apps are perhaps kind of rolling out, or, you know, people are, like online safety acts and stuff, you know, porn is probably less visible on social than it was maybe a couple of years ago. Do you have any concerns about that? Like, if your content, you know, were to get lost or, you know, not seen, how would you kind of?
I don't think it's a concern. I'm actually, as much as you probably don't think I am, I'm really happy that we're bringing in more safety when it, you know, online safety in porn. You know, people are now having to put in their IDs for Pornhub. Like, my worst fear is someone who's a young, you know, a child or, an early teen watching my porn. Like, that is something that I don't want at all. So I think it's really great that we've got this, like, a bit more online safety going on, because I think you did just used to be able to search up Pornhub and find it straight away, which is really worrying, because it means that people are seeing it at really low ages.
And for you, like, when did you first kind of watch porn? When was you first kind of exposed to this world of sex? Like, obviously, you don't just wake up one day and like, I want to have sex with 101 men.
Yeah.
And giggles and make a career out of it.
Yeah.
Like, how did you kind of get into this?
I first actually saw it at a sleepover at a friend's house when I was 11. Obviously, I didn't actually watch it. I didn't really particularly know what it even was then. And then it was only kind of like later on years that I kind of realised what that was. And then I think, honestly, I was like 18 when I started like masturbating and watching porn, which I feel like it's actually quite old, but it's the right age.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many different things that probably, you know, our parents wouldn't know that we were exposed to on the internet.
Yeah.
So, like 10 years ago, like for me, like Omegle.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God.
Like,
that was wild.
Flash on the screen.
Yeah.
And just be like, oh well, now I've seen a willy.
Yeah. That was wild.
Yeah. But yeah, the internet's a changing place. So I guess a lot of that is driven by AI.
Yes.
Are you concerned about AI because it's really advanced?
Yeah, they're stealing my job.
Exactly. Is your job going to go? But this is the thing as well, because really, like, it sounds funny, but it is. But also, it's quite concerning because it's like it's so advanced. It's become so advanced so quickly. Like, what's it from someone kind of saying, "Oh, I'm just going to make a deep fake AI of Lily Phillips," and right then, and then just basically make you or AI you have sex with all these men and make money from it. Like, the laws are still very sparse.
Yeah, I think
does that concern you?
Oh my God, 100%. Super, super scary. I just don't, to be honest, I don't know a whole lot about AI as it is, but it already just scares me. But to be honest, I also think, I don't think an AI could sleep with 100 men in a day. So hopefully I can still keep my job. But no, I think it's hugely scary for like the deep fakes, especially when it's like around children and stuff like that. The internet is a scary place.
So is there anything that you're kind of working on at the moment?
Working on at the
Or any kind
moment.
of like stunts or
I'm
whatever?
trying to think. I am going to Australia actually. I'm going to go see Annie Knight.
Oh, are you doing
Yes.
content with her?
Yes, yeah. We'll be filming loads while we're out there. Super excited. It's going to be my second time there. It's such a stunning place. I love Australia. So hot. The boys are so hot. Like, everyone's so hot. And yeah, we're kind of planning on doing a bit of a tour around there.
Tour down under.
Visiting lots of men. Yeah, tour down under. 2 ways more than one.
And when you say visiting a lot of men, obviously I'm assuming it's just men who kind of like pay for your content or come line up to have sex with you. Have you had any women kind of like interested? Have you like slept with women outside of, say, making content with another female content creator?
Yeah. I would 100% welcome women, but I've actually never had one show up to any of my events. I have had like wives show interest. I remember a gentleman once saying, "Oh, my wife sent me here. Like she made me come because she thought it was really attractive that he was going to go sleep with me." And I think that's super fun. Like, and I would more than happy welcome girls, but I just haven't had that much interest. I think it's maybe a little bit different with men and women and their sex drive.
And where does your kind of sexual identity are you kind of heterosexual? Are you kind of fluid?
I would say like anyone and not anything. Anyone above the age of 18 and breathing. No, my like preference, men or women, and then I usually go for like people that are a little bit older, so maybe like 27 to 30. Super like normal people, I feel like.
So no one kind of like in their 50s, is that?
Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever dated someone in their 50s or anything like that. I think the oldest I've dated is 30.
That's not that.
No.
Even though Gen Z on TikTok think like 30 is like ancient.
Yeah.
What do you kind of look for someone then? Is it kind of, if they don't have the same conversations, is it kind of looks, is it appearance led?
If we're talking about just like sleeping with guys when I'm not working, it's usually looks led. And just the vibe of someone. You know, when you catch a vibe and you can talk really easily and you feel comfortable around them, that's usually my vibe.
Fair enough. I think it's difficult nowadays. I feel like a lot of people struggle.
Hinge is a nightmare.
Hinge is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Are you on anything like Raya? Because that's like the celebrity dating app. Have you tried to get on there?
No, I think you need some kind of code for it. But I don't like online dating because I don't like really being on my phone and texting anyway. Like I'm not much of no one's funny over message.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather just meet you in real life and then we can see if we get along or not. Like you'll know in the first 5 minutes if you're gonna get on well.
How's this going?
Yeah.
Just bang
Splendid. Yeah.
Stay smooth. But yeah, with the dating world, it's, you know, apps are a massive thing, and now I think even people just struggle to, you know, go to the pub because, you know, pubs are dying, everything's dying out. So how do you actually meet people? I know you're not kind of like dating at the moment, but does that kind of like concern you for the future? Like how you want to be? If you're not one for texting, not one for dating apps, not a frequenter at Wetherspoons.
No.
Where are you going to find your man, Lily?
I'm just one of them people that is like, it'll happen when it happens. I'm like a fake kind of person, like we'll just run into each other or something like that. I don't think I'll find him on like Instagram or anything like that. I think it would just be purely vibes when I meet them.
You're talking about kind of like vibes and who that person is. And
Yeah.
Like, I guess, how do you feel when you look at all these headlines? Suppose, you know, headlines are headlines, they have to be catchy. Who are you kind of behind the headlines, behind all the, you know, some people say rage bait or all the controversy or the, you know, the content kind of hooks. Who are you? Like, how would you want people to know who Lily is?
Yeah. I think other than like my sex obsession, I am very like normal. Like I read, I don't really go out that often. I'm usually in bed by 10 p.m. I don't really also just think I have like any kind of like crazy like stories, or I don't know, you know, I'm not like up partying until 6 a.m. I'm usually tucked up in bed. I like going on dog walks. I'm just a very regular person, I think, who happens to have a lot of sex.
Do you have any like weird quirky hobbies at all?
Weird quirky hobbies, you know, I did climbing for 7 years. I feel like that's quite like a little bit embarrassing.
I think that's a very in thing. I think that's cool
really?
now. Yeah.
No, it wasn't cool when I was doing it though.
You set the trend.
So yeah, exact trendsetter. Severely uncool when I was doing it. I'm trying to think any like quirky hobbies. You know what? I don't have a lot of passion for things. I just don't. That TikTok and a vape. Those are my passions. Yeah.
How do you feel about the whole vape ban thing?
Fuming.
Yeah.
But they still sell them.
Exactly. It's like the reusable thing.
Yeah, I'll have a reusable one.
Yeah.
Yes, boss man, thank you.
What do you feel about smoking? Because smoking's become trendy again. Like Charlie XCX and all these like models are just, they love a cigarette.
Don't like the smell of it.
No.
Do you?
I do like a cheeky cigarette. No, you will probably
After a
find
few
me
drinks.
in like a Wetherspoons like garden with like a.
So this is where I find you on a Friday night.
This is where she is. If you want to find where Layla is, I'm here, just like haunting spoons and like a Guinness and like.
Sat in the corner like an old man.
Literally like an old man.
A Guinness and
some nuts,
yeah.
and just like sitting there. Yeah. But yeah, I do like a cheeky cigarette. So you're not one for smoking, but you are a vapor.
I'm a vapor.
Have you got a favourite flavour?
Double apple.
Apple.
Double apple,
Double
yeah.
apple. I've never had that.
So good. I've got it in my bag if you want some.
That'd make a good headline. I tried Lily. Vape. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah, I really do. Do you?
I do. I do believe in kind of like an afterlife, universe, energy kind of spirits. I don't know if I like
believe in the ghouls.
Yeah.
The ghouls.
This thing, I live in a cottage. So I have a well in
Haunted.
my garden. So this is the thing.
Haunted.
People like need to bring out the board. Was it a watch board?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even want to.
Yeah,
go
don't
down
bring your
that road.
voodoo around here.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear it.
Are you doing any kind of like spooky content?
No spooky content. I should have done like a gangbang with a bunch of like skeletons or something. But I've put out all my pumpkins because this year is the first year I'm like in a house, and so I've got a huge bucket of sweets and like put out all my pumpkins. So like hopefully the trick or treaters come to mine. I'm just really excited because I used to love trick or treating, so I want to give back. I'm in a village as well, so I really hope people come and get some sweets.
So these little kids that come knock on they probably have no idea who you are. The dads.
Oh well, I'm really stressed that the parents will be like, not that
you
one.
Like my lollipop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm stressed
how are you
that
going to feel? Do you think people are going to avoid your house?
I think they might avoid. I'm scared they're going to avoid it, but I'm new to the village, so I hopefully should be welcomed.
Have you been welcomed so far, or?
Welcome is an interesting word to describe it.
Been acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Someone stole a pumpkin the other day. Yeah, I was like watching the CCTV and went, oh, there's one, the pumpkin's gone. And they brought it back with a letter inside. It was like a new way of like carrier pigeon. Yeah. Put his number in.
Britain.
Yeah. I was like, how kind. A knock would have gone a far way.
On the topic of lawless Britain, I guess, politics. Are you a politics girly? Do you keep up to date with
I'm not gonna lie.
on?
I try to a little bit. But please don't ask me any politics questions.
No.
Because I fear I will stumble.
Yeah.
And
Are you a fan of Trump? I think everyone's got an opinion on Trump, whether into politics or not.
Am I a fan of Trump?
You're not?
I fear if I went to America, he'd kick me out.
Deported.
Yeah, exactly. But to be honest, I just don't. Is it bad to say I'm not that educated on politics?
I don't think it's bad to say. I think it's an honest thing to say. So fair enough. Yeah.
So I can't really spread wisdom if I haven't done any research.
Fair enough. I was going to say about the British digital ID that everyone's kind of up in arms at the moment. Do you think that could be, you could have your own one for your if men come and meet you, you could have like a QR code that you scan like official Lily Phillips certified.
Let me write this down. That's a great idea. Yeah, you can have like your full board of tests on there. Make sure you're not any kind of criminal. I love that.
Yeah, like a loyalty card.
Yeah. You get like 5 stamps and you can come back.
Maybe I'll come work for you.
Yeah.
So Halloween, you believe in ghosts? Bit of a silly question. If you believe in ghosts, would you ever have sex with a ghost?
I've heard this.
Yeah.
I've heard this. Trish Paytas, do you know who Trish Paytas is? She mentioned that she had intercourse with a ghost. I'm not sure how much I believe because surely you're not feeling much. I don't know how it all really works, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough. If there was like a dead celebrity, so I guess they're kind of a ghost, you believe in ghosts, what dead celebrity would you want to have sex with the most?
I would have to say like the Queen, just because it's a bit of a win to be able to say I had sex with the Queen.
Yeah, it's very regal.
Yeah, and also just find out what's going on. I want to hear some secrets. Maybe we can have some pillow talk after, and I can get to know what's gone on.
I don't know how that would go down with the royal family. She'd be like the next Meghan Markle. Like, we don't like her. She goes against status quo. Off she goes.
But I'll get all the tea, so
Fair enough.
it's a win-win.
So, your latest stunt is going to be 24 hours in Ibiza. Is that correct?
You know what? I've already done this. We did like 24 hours in Ibiza with. I need to post the YouTube video. Sorry.
Fair enough.
We did 24 hours in Ibiza with one of my like fans. Honestly, he was so amazing. We had so much fun. We went out. We made, you know, some OnlyFans content. It was a lot of fun, and he seemed to enjoy himself, and so did I.
So all-inclusive package.
Yeah. Although we did almost get flooded in. It was when the floods were happening.
Oh wow, scary. It was crazy. Like, I was in Ibiza in May, and it was very nice. And just,
I love Ibiza.
Yeah, it was the first time I went as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you a fan?
I did like it. It was fun. It's
good.
It was very fun. I felt very I felt like a reality TV stuff. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ibiza Final Boss. Have you heard of him?
I have.
Did you do anything with him?
I
He would be up for it.
actually asked to go to. He was at this after party while we were in Ibiza, and I asked to go to the after party, and he apparently said no, she's not allowed in, because all my friends, some of my friends of friends already knew him.
He said you couldn't come in.
Yeah, can't come in.
Why?
Wasn't
Did he
allowed.
Give you a reason, or?
I don't know. I think it was purely like my job.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Bad publicity.
Imagine the cheek of that. Someone with a
Literally.
haircut like that.
I was like, you're known for partying in Ibiza. That's not much better than what I do. At least what I do is healthy.
Yeah. And talking of health, how are you kind of like physically? Because all these conversations came up like, oh my gosh, you must be ridden with this, you must be sore or this or that. Like, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I feel like it's such a misconception in the adult industry that people are probably riddled because we have a lot of sex. But to be in the adult industry, there's really strict rules with like the governing body on testing and staying safe and stuff like that. So I think that's such like a big misconception about the industry. But I'm really well. I'm healthy. Having fun. Loving it.
I was asking this as well. Gran Canaria. Apparently, it's the mecca for swingers. Apparently,
Whoa.
I know. So every October, apparently,
One-way
all
flight to
these-
Gran Canaria.
Exactly. So I was going to say, would you be up for going to Gran Canaria to immerse yourself into the swinging kind of
Definitely.
environment?
You know, I've never been to a swingers club.
Oh, really?
That's crazy
So
to
I
say.
bet you-
I've been to a swingers club, but not when it was open, like just to shoot content. I've never actually been, because I think you have to go with a partner. I'd feel a bit nervous going on my own, because what if I was like the lonely one in the corner, drinking a Guinness and a fag?
like me in Wetherspoons, you and
and like just no one wants to have sex with me. I don't know. It's like
I'm sure
a bit
that would
nervous.
be the case. I feel like everyone would be lining up. I think apparently, not that I've been to one myself, but women get in for free.
I feel like it's like single women.
Couples pay like a bit more, and then single men have to pay like the highest fee.
Yeah. And I've heard some gentlemen are like really vetted, like the single men.
That's where I need the ID cards for,
Yeah.
for men as well. So yeah, if there's anything that you kind of want people to know about you, what would it be? You know that you're like a normal girl, which people find it hard to believe. And I guess you can't blame people for that, because I guess any normal person wouldn't think, oh yeah, for my job I'm going to have sex with loads of men on the internet. You know, normal's different to everyone, but how would you kind of describe Lily?
How would I describe Lily? I would say independent. I'd say bubbly. Go on, man. Give myself a compliment in that. What's that one where you like to be on your own? You're not a people person. I'm not a people person.
Like an introvert?
Introverted, and fun. It's a bit of a mix.
Fair enough. I think that's a good.
I feel like when I see people, fun, yeah, let's do this, let's do that, as soon as I get home.
a good time.
Teetotal.
Fair enough. Best
What
of
about
both
you?
worlds. Me? Well, I don't know. Layla Nicholson's many things.
It's like, it depends what day of the week you catch me on.
It really is.
Or like what day of my
I
cycle.
could be exactly. I could be a completely different person.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, it's interesting you mentioned about cycles as well, as in like periods.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's asked you this, but how do you deal with that, like, with sex?
Yeah.
So I've asked a couple of, because I've interviewed lots of women on like sex work before. Like periods are the bane of women's lives.
It's awful.
So how do you do that? Like, do you just have to like plan around, just like do you take like contraception to like?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I luckily don't get super heavy periods, and I always still shoot on my period because you just put like I get these like sponges off Amazon. They're specifically for adult workers, like when they're on their period and they're working. You just put a sponge up, but it's after you shoot, it's so hard to get it out. Sometimes you have to get the guy to like get in there and try and like fish it out. But yeah, it's such a tricky one, especially. But sometimes sex actually helps the pain. Have you heard that? I don't know. You know, like if you orgasm, it sometimes helps the period pains and things like that.
I just sit in my bath. Wait for it to be over. Hot water bottle.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to try that, Lily. Maybe
It's hard though to be like sexy when you're not feeling sexy.
You've got a sanitary towel.
Yeah. We just feel like a massive like bloated blob.
Yeah.
It's like.
And I wasn't asked this earlier, but how many men have you actually slept with? I know there's like 101 was this big number that kind of went viral for. I think it's a very fair thing to ask on a first date with someone as well. It's a bit of a bold thing. What would your body count?
If I could put a guess on it, it would be, I mean, don't quote me on this because I really have no clue.
I'm going to quote you on it. A rough estimate.
A rough estimate of around 2,000. Mm-hmm. I would say maybe a little less than, I don't know, maybe like 1,900, 2,000.
2,000, fair enough.
I wouldn't be shocked if it was 2,000.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. It's a good round number.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
So Wetherspoons, I know you're not a frequenter in Wetherspoons, but Wetherspoons small plates is a big thing.
I've heard they're great.
What is your go-to? I've got my favourite three. What's your favourite Wetherspoons small plates? And if you haven't been in a while, then you're not going to know. But this is a very big kind of like conversation.
I'm going to go with like mozzarella dippers if they have them.
Mozzarella dippers.
The mozzarella like...
They have halloumi fries.
Not the same thing.
Not halloumi, wow.
Too salty.
Fair enough.
Have enough salt in my life. I'm gonna go. Just click. I'm gonna go the nachos.
The nachos.
What are you going for?
You need three. Three.
Oh, sorry.
£14. You can go 3 plates of nachos. I won't joke.
I'm gonna go loaded chips and. I'm not gonna lie, nothing's really taking my fancy. Maybe chicken wings, but they're a pain to eat on a first date.
They are.
Getting all dirty.
See, instead of chicken wings, I would have gone with chicken strips.
Oh, chicken strips. Okay. Yeah, I agree.
But do you know what? They're actually my three as well.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, no,
I feel like you're lying.
No, I'm not. I actually did a viral TikTok back in the day of my 3 plates, and everyone was up in arms. Nachos are like my favourite.
Yeah, agreed. Not the menu
chips.
being super sticky.
Yeah,
that just says it all.
You've been here before.
Yeah. I've done a recce of the place already.
Okay, so I think that's going to round up our date, they say. How do you think it went?
Thoroughly enjoyed myself. I feel like I'm just warming up back into the dating scene, so this really got me into it. Yeah.
Toes are big, aren't they, on the kind of sex work?
Toes are huge.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Perfect. Okay, so maybe a second date then?
Maybe a second date. Where do you want to take me then? Maybe I'll take you somewhere.
Yeah.
Where do I like to go? I'm a big Nando's girl, I'm not going to lie.
Like cheap Nando's.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? What's your heat?
Heat.
Heat,
lemon herb.
Same.
Yeah. Can't go any hotter. Yeah.
Okay, well, cheers to that.
Thank you so much for having me. Cheers.